Hello, Marvel fans, comic geeks, and all nerds in between. My name is Megan, and I'm here with another character breakdown, and it is, of course, a mutant, and it's one that does not get brought up enough, so that is why I want to talk about her today. Today, I want to talk about Monet St. Croix. If I mispronounced that name, I'm so sorry. Please let me know in the comments. If you are new here, you should know that my one kryptonite is pronouncing names, and it gets me every day. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Monet St. Croix was the second kid in a seriously wealthy and very eccentric family. Her father, Cartier St. Croix, was an ambassador and former corporate bigshot. Her mother, Jamila, came from royalty. Monet was born in Bosnia and grew up with her older brother, Marius, and her younger twin sisters, Claudette and Nicole. Out of all of them, she was definitely her dad's favorite. Everything fell apart when Marius's mutant powers kicked in. He developed a horrifying hunger for mutant genetic marrow and ended up killing their mother. Cartier disowned him, and Marius vanished into another dimension, getting stronger and stronger over time. When he eventually came back, he invited Monet to join him in conquering dimensions. She flat out rejected him. Angry and fed up with her attitude, Marius magically transformed her into a mute, razor-sharp, red-skinned creature called Penance. Which I think that's just a little excessive. But I wasn't there. Claudette and Nicole walked in just after Monet disappeared and assumed Marius had killed her. Claudette opened a portal and banished him, but before he was dragged away, Marius told Penance only he could restore her. Monet jumped in after him and ended up enslaved. As penance, she was forced to let her brother feed on her repeatedly to satisfy his horrifying hunger. The trauma ran very, very deep, leaving emotional scars that would haunt her long after she was freed. Meanwhile, the twins, knowing Monet had always been their father's favorite, used their powers to merge into one body that looked exactly like her. The new Monet had her appearance, personality, and powers. The only glitch was Odette's autism, which sometimes caused the merger form to slip in a catatonic state. Not long after the Teen Mutant Team Generation X formed, Penance was dropped at the Massachusetts Academy by Gateway. Headmaster Banshee and Emma Frost tried to figure out who or what she was. The merged Monet, secretly the twins, suggested Penance might be a prisoner of Emplit, the new name Marius had taken, pretending it was just a logical guess. Penance eventually escaped the infirmary in full survival mode, tearing through a wall. The team chased her down, and after fighting most of them, she connected with Chamber, who related to her physical trauma. He managed to calm her, and she stayed. Over time, she slowly bonded with the group, especially Jubilee, and started going on missions. Eventually, the truth came out. Monet was really Claudette and Nicole combined, and Penance was the real Monet. To fix things, the twins split, merged again into Monet's body, and swapped places with her, freeing the real Monet at last. The twins took over as Penance, and Monet kept using the codename M on the team. Monet's powers were intense. Flight, super strength, telepathy, insane reflexes, you name it, she's got it. She also had a huge attitude and did not hesitate to show it. She clashed with teammates constantly, especially Jubilee, who joked that Monet's real power was just being perfect. Even after everything she'd been through, Monet leaned into that icy superior persona. It was her armor. Underneath it, though, she was deeply scarred from her brother's abuse. The only teammate she really let her guard down with was Sync, and they had a brief romance. When he died stopping a bomb planted by Emma Frost's sister, Adrienne, Monet was devastated. The team eventually fell apart, and though she claimed she was going home, she instead joined Banshee's new group, X-Corps, to keep an eye on him. That team did not last long. She later worked with the X Corporation in Europe and helped the X-Men handle threats like Black Tom Cassidy and the Juggernaut. After M-Day, she joined X-Factor Investigations, a detective agency ran by Jamie Madrox, who is Multiple Man. There, she showed off her telepathy by tricking an actor into confessing to murder. She even broke down emotionally afterward, but immediately threatened Jamie if he ever mentioned it. Because remember, that icy persona, that's her armor. She had a messy fling with Madrix, bonded deeply with Teresa, who is Siren, and stood by her through a brutal pregnancy loss. Monet also faced her father's kidnapping, tangled with Baron Mordo, who tried to siphon her life force to cure his cancer, and endured the death and later soulless resurrection of Strong Guy, who had fallen madly for her. Things got darker when her brother Emplate merged with her again, cursing her with his hunger. Under his influence, she became more ruthless, even killing Inhumans during a mutant conflict. Sabretooth stuck by her and tried to help her manage the curse. Eventually, the younger X-Men found a way to break Emplate's hold and forcing him back into his own dimension. She later joined Krakoa, the mutant nation founded by Xavier and Magneto, and went on a near-suicide mission to destroy Mother Mold before Nimrod could be created. The mission was successful, but the whole team, including Monet, was killed. Thankfully, the Five resurrected them, restoring Monet completely. After that, she helped lead the revamped X-Corp alongside Angel, worked on mutant tech initiatives, and continued stepping up as one of Krakoa's major players. Through it all, dimension-hopping abuse, identity swaps, death, resurrection, mind control, cursed hunger, and way too much emotional damage, Monet stayed sharp, powerful, and unapologetically herself. The attitude, that's still there, but it's now backed by survival. So that is Monet St. Croix. She is a very sad character, which I realize that's what I've been reporting on a lot lately. Maybe I'm going through something, I don't know. But she's a cool character. It's a very tragic backstory, but she's a cool character. She's pretty powerful. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something. And if there are any mutants or Marvel characters you want an episode about, just let me know in the comments because I love doing these. So with that being said, I hope you have a marvelous day.